Wingfield Manor, built in the 1440s, is a crumbling but majestic ruin in Derbyshire that has stood deserted for the last 250 years. Any local will tell you, on a cold, wet winter's day, this place has a serious feeling of foreboding and its ghost sightings are numerous. Wingfield Manor once held Mary Queen of Scots as a prisoner under the watchful eye of the Earl of Shrewsbury. It was one of several locations where she was imprisoned by Queen Elizabeth I due to Mary's claim to the English throne. Mary's ghost is Wingfield Manor's most famous and most cited, so why does Mary haunt this place with such consistency? Enter Anthony Babington, who is also said to haunt the ruins of Wingfield. Anthony, a young Catholic nobleman from nearby Dethick, he became infatuated not only with Mary's cause, but also allegedly with Mary herself. In 1586, he conspired to assassinate Queen Elizabeth and place Mary on the throne. According to legend, he crept into the manor grounds in disguise, darkening his face with walnut oil so he could move unseen. As he entered the manor grounds, he dropped a walnut which later grew into a tree, which is now known as the Babington tree. When the conspiracy was uncovered by Elizabeth's spymaster, Francis Walsingham, Babington was captured and brutally executed just 2 years before Mary herself was led to the block. So why would Mary and Anthony's ghosts haunt Wingfield Manor? A strong possibility is Mary's lingering sorrow. Wingfield was one of the first places she tasted long-term imprisonment, and she most definitely paced its corridors and halls and clung to hope and dreamed of rescue. Or Mary and Anthony's unfinished business, their betrayal, conspiracy and brutal executions tie their fates together. Perhaps their spirits return to the place where hope was still alive. Either way, Wingfield Manor is definitely a place nobody should go alone after dark.
Magpie Mine is a ruined lead mine in the Peak District, known not just for its industrial past, but for the tragic events that gave rise to one of Derbyshire's most famous curses. Mining here goes back to at least the 1700s, with rival teams of miners competing for the richest veins of lead. By the 1830s, tensions between the Magpie miners and neighbouring Magpie miners had reached breaking point. The two groups often broke through into each other's workings underground, and fights would break out in the dark tunnels. But it all came to a head in 1833 when the Magpie miners lit a fire underground to smoke out their rivals. 3 of the Magpie miners were overcome by the smoke and suffocated. A murder trial followed at the Derby Assizes, but the Magpie miners were acquitted because no one could or would say who started the fire. After the trials, the widows of the dead men stood outside Magpie Mine and cursed the mine itself, vowing that misfortune would follow it forever.
Following this event, the mine was plagued with flooding, financial troubles and repeated closures. Even when it reopened in the 20th century, the mine never produced much lead. By 1958, it was closed for good. The last working lead mine in Derbyshire forever cursed with misfortune.